October was a good month for buying books. Let's talk about it. Hi, Katie here, better known as Reading with Katie Louise over on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm here to bring you all the books I bought in October, and this could be a long video. So as you saw from the first clip in this video, I went on a bit of a book buying spree in October, and I have a few PR packages also to show you. But let's get into it and let's see what I bought. I will name where I got them from, because they are from a variety of places. There's a few book fairies in there, some TikTok shop parcels, etc. But yeah, let's get into it. So let's start with PR packages, book fairy, things I haven't paid for technically, and let's start with these. So first up was a book fairy I got over from a fellow booktoker, and that is Jazz. I'm not sure if she's on BookTube, but I will put her profile up here for you. And she so kindly gave me Dream Home by T.M. Logan. I adored The Curfew, wasn't 100% in love with The Holiday, but I've heard nothing but good things about this, and I did download it on my Kindle as it's on Kindle Unlimited. But I am so excited and so grateful, so thank you, Jazz, if you do watch this video. But yeah, that was the first one that I got. Next up is The Married Man by K.L. Slater. I was so kindly given this by Bookahcho. They reached out to me, and I have seen so many good things about K.L. Slater, but it's not actually an author I've ever picked up, which is a crime and thriller girly. Probably isn't the best thing in the world, but I'm very excited to say that I've read this because it does release on November 1st, so my rating will be coming in a future video for my October wrap-up. But honestly, I've already read this and inhaled it, so that gives you a bit of a clue. But thank you to Bookahcho, because honestly, it was my first physical PR package and I was so excited. It came with popcorn, it came with stickers, it came with a little candle to light while I was reading it, and it was just honestly fantastic. My full review is incoming, and if you cannot wait until my October wrap-up goes out, then please head over to my Instagram and TikTok where this review will go out on November 1st. Next up is Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. Now, I believe that this book was actually released quite a few years ago, and it's been recently re-released. And I was so kindly sent this. I didn't even ask for it, didn't know it was coming, was extremely confused when it arrived. This came with a sleep mask. It just came with so many good things relating to sleeping. I haven't picked this up yet, as it's not an ARC, it has not been on the high list of priorities, but it is in bookcase 1, where if you follow me over on BookTok, you'll know I'm trying to tackle that TBR. So we'll be getting to it in the near future, I'm sure. But yeah, it was very exciting to receive mail I didn't know anything about, and October has certainly been a very exciting month for me. So yeah, was very excited to receive this one. Next up, I was so kindly gifted the Mina Lima collection from Books to Door of the Harry Potter collection. So I will show you briefly a little bit about these. So these are the first 3 in the series. So obviously, if you know Harry Potter, there is a Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban, and honestly, all of these are stunning. They literally are like very interactive aspects of the book. I haven't read Harry Potter for probably about 15 years, if not longer. So part of me wants to read them, but they are so pretty. And what you can't see at the top of this bookshelf is I have some Mina Limas on Beauty and the Beast and The Little Mermaid. So yeah, these are honestly stunning. So like I said, I got Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and The Prisoner of Azkaban, and they are all absolutely stunning. So thank you again to Books to Door for this lovely gift. So next up is a very quick haul, and that is from Asda. So if you don't already know, Asda do a fantastic range of 2 for £9 books. And I actually did this on a stressful week at work. I have a thing about when I go food shopping that I end up going to the book hour when I'm stressed, and I more often not come out with books, as you can probably tell from the book haul for this month. And yeah, so I got these 2 books in the 2 for £9. The first one is Promise Me Not. So if you've read Say You Swear by Megan Brandy, this is the next one for you to pick up. It is the second book in the series. I loved Say You Swear. There is a lot of controversy around that book, and I find it really hard to understand why, but I get it. Everyone reads differently, so you know, it isn't for everyone. There are a lot of things in there that can be triggering, but I really enjoyed the premise of it. So I picked up Promise Me Not, and I'm very excited to pick it up at some point. Again, this is in bookcase 1, so who knows when I may get around to it. But yeah, definitely glad that I picked that one. And then the second one is Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. Now, if you follow me over on BookTok, you'll know that I read Pumpkin Spice Cafe last year, and I really enjoyed it. It was a 4-star read. This is actually the 3rd in the series, so what you'll see coming up is I have picked up the 2nd before I've picked up the 3rd, but this recently released. So I'm ready to add this to my Christmas TBR, and it's not too early to say that now as November is very much fast approaching. But yeah, so this is the third in the series. So you have the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, you have the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, and then you have the Christmas Tree Farm. There is another couple of books coming out in this series, so I will end up owning them all. I can't not now. But yeah, so they were the 2 books that I picked up from Asda. So if you haven't been to any of your local supermarkets, please do. Asda have 2 for £9, Tesco often have them £4.50. Sainsbury's also do deals on books, you know, that not necessarily too far, but they do cheaper books. And they always have some of the newer releases in, so I'd definitely look out for it and definitely give supermarkets a try. And last but certainly not least is my book haul from The Works. This was a hefty book haul. The story behind this is quite big. I am going to put these down now. And it is that I wanted Let's Split Up by Bill Wood, which is on my November TBR. Again, I will talk more about that in my October wrap-up video. But also as well, The Works had a web exclusive coming out, and that was The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden. That is in this pile. This is the whole reason I've just spent this much money on books. So this released on October 1st, and again will be in my October reading wrap because I have already read it. And it was an exclusive sprayed edge edition from The Works, which you could only get online. So I had to spend £30 to get free delivery, obviously. Click and Collect wasn't available on it, so yeah. So obviously the first book I got was Boyfriend by Freida McFadden. This completes my backlog of reading her books. Again, another video is incoming about Freida McFadden because I have read all of her books now. But yeah, so that was the first book that I picked up. Next up, as previously mentioned, I picked up Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So obviously I got the Christmas Tree Farm. I had already placed The Works order first at the beginning of October. So this is the second book in the series. So I've read this already, and again it is in my October wrap-up. But I wouldn't say they were connected. There was the odd reference to Pumpkin Spice Cafe, but not enough to ruin it for you really. But I did listen to it on audio, so I might have missed the obvious clues. But yeah, so that was the first book that I picked up from The Works. Some I picked up were all Christmas related and in the 3 for £6. So The Works have a really good Christmas range. And I read all my Christmas books that I owned last year. So it was about time that I picked up the next bout of Christmas books. So the first one I got was An Unfortunate Christmas Murder. I have read nothing about any of the books that I've bought. So I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but that's okay because they're all pretty short and pretty quick and easy to read, so we'll see how we go. But the first one I got was An Unfortunate Christmas Murder. The next one was The Winter Killer by Alex Pine. I have seen so many books by this author, and I believe he is a Christmas only book writer. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, honestly. But yeah, honestly, I don't know anything about it again, but that was another book that I picked up just because it was in the 3 for £6 and I wanted some more Christmas reads. The next one is a romance, so you'll see a theme that I'm very much back in my crime era again. But I did see The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kelk. I have finished The Love Story again this month, and that being the month of October. And yeah, so The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kelk. I loved The Love Story, so I'm very, very excited to delve into a romance because I do like to change it up a little bit. And the last Christmas one I got is The Killer's Christmas List. So this one is by Chris Frost. It is, again, a thin book. I imagine I'm going to blast through these at Christmas. I am working right up until Christmas this year, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just had to pick up some Christmas thrillers. Like, it is just point and parcel of it all. Obviously, come December, you will see my wrap up, and I will be able to tell you all about these books and what they're about. But I am obviously excited to pick up some Christmas books. But unfortunately, the haul just keeps coming because I had to tally up to £30, guys, and I got 6 books in the 3 for £6 at that. So let's get on to the next book. So the last few books that I want to talk about were all, again, in this. I didn't actually pay for any of these in part of the 3 for £6. 2 of them I did tell a lie. But these are the last few that I just haven't mentioned yet in my Works book haul. The first one is Let's Split Up by Bill Wood. As previously mentioned, this was a trip that I wanted it. This actually went out of stock online and I ended up going in store to collect it. This went wild. Bill Wood is over on BookTok. Please go and give him a follow and a shout out because he is just lovely. He has done so much for the book club already. He's filmed a video for us. So the book club I am part of, we are reading this in November and I am so excited. The sprayed edge was what I wanted. I could have got it in so many different places, but I wanted the sprayed edge. So that was the first book I picked up. But again, I got this in store because it wasn't available online, so that made me buy more books on the website, but that is okay. So the next one, I was intrigued by this and there are reasons why. So the 30 before 30 list. So I turned 30 in February and I saw this and was like, ooh, it's in the 3 for £6, so it's £2. I thought, why not? I have read absolutely nothing on this book, and I've literally picked it up because it matches my age, and I just want to see either how dull I am as a person or how adventurous I am. So that was another one that I picked up, and that was part of the 3 for 6 with the 4 Christmas books that I got. The other one I got in the 3 for 6 was the Short Straw. Not gonna lie, the cover just intrigued me. I didn't read any blurbs on the website. I just went, ooh, that looks good, and picked them based on their cover. So again, I haven't read anything about this, but the front says to survive the night someone has to leave, who will draw, hence the Short Straw. So again, we'll see how these go. Obviously you'll follow me on every step of my journey with this, and yeah, that is another one. And then the last book that I got in the deal was Redeeming 6 by Chloe Walsh. This baby's a beast. So I think this is about 800-900 pages. This is the 4th in the Boys of Tommen series. I have not read any of the Boys of Tommen series. I own 4 out of the 5 books. So I got them gifted for Christmas last year as part of a Secret Santa, which was very, very exciting for me. And I still haven't picked them up. They have now actually moved down here into this bookcase, so I will be tempted to pick them up. At the time of recording this at the end of October, I actually do feel a bit obliged to pick up Binding 13. However, it is like 3 days till the end of the month, so I'm going to wait till November and potentially pick it up. But yeah, so Redeeming 6 was the last book. It just literally made me up to the £30, and I thought, well, I own the first 3, so I'm going to have to complete the series even if it is for aesthetic look. So yeah, that is that. So they are all the books that I've bought in October. I have no intention of buying more in the last 3 days. This will probably go out a few days after I've recorded it, but I have no intention of buying any more books. I am literally fit to bursting. I bought a book cart this month because I was running out of room. I've even unhauled some books, but yeah. So one thing I have for you guys is, yeah, just a massive book haul. So that is my book haul, guys. Please let me know in the comments if you've read any of those, if I need to bump them up my TBR, or any other recommendations of books, because I know I've just said I don't intend to buy any more, but November is a new month, Christmas is fast approaching, and I do intend to keep buying books because, you know, if you love books as much as we do, of course you have a problem. But that being said, please stay tuned for a few more videos coming your way. Obviously they are slow in coming, but please bear with me as I am working full time and I do want to keep bringing you content. So any suggestions of content that you want to see, please do let me know. Freida McFadden wrap up is on its way as I have now read all of her backlog in terms of her psychological thrillers. But as always, guys, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Lots of love.